Hey guys, King Jed here. Got a little clip to share with you guys that got brought to my attention thanks to a guy called Trashman who commented in the last video saying that Phil had a rant about somebody when it got brought up that he goes out to eat once a week. And the beautiful part about this is also it's actually a part of the gameplay, it's actually part of Phil's stream where it's not unrecorded or anything. Superchat came in, asked the question, wouldn't you say... I'll let Phil actually read it word for word because he actually does read the Superchat word for word verbatim, so he's not even kind of twisting it to suit his own narrative or whatever. Phil has a strange wee rant, and yeah, well, I say a strange wee rant, an expected wee rant, but here is how he addresses the question.
Lancaster Wilson did a $5 super chat saying, why do you have to go out every week to eat? Wouldn't you save money by eating at home? All right, so Lancaster, it's obvious you wouldn't understand this because the fact you're asking the question just proves the point that you have no idea what you're talking about, all right?
Immediately defensive. It's a very fair question. Would Phil save money by eating at home rather than eating out? Absolutely. It's a very logical thing. You would spend less money if you weren't spending that money in the restaurant. It's not going to, I'm not saying it's not going to fucking save thousands of dollars by just eating at home instead of eating at a restaurant for 1 week, but at the same time, he would inevitably, undoubtedly, irrefutably save money. And also Phil pushes his narrative, he's trying to watch what his money, not money's tight, not shit. And the second he gets money, he wants to spend it in the restaurant. Also, and that's something, the person wasted $5 super chatting this question to Phil, and obviously it's $5 that's wasted because it goes to Phil eventually. But I just kind of immediately goes defensive. And I've read the transcript. I've not actually heard the rant yet, but I've read the transcript just to find it in the first place. And I couldn't really believe what I was reading. But check this out.
When you were married, okay, you like to maybe spend some time with your significant other, okay? I get to spend a little bit of time with my wife every day. Usually I see her first thing in the morning for a little bit. Then I'm on stream all day. Maybe during a break I get to see her. Some days I'm lucky enough to see her for dinner at home. Some days I'm not. Today, I'm literally eating leftovers because she's at work. I won't get to see her until late at night tonight when she gets home. Then I'll get to see her for maybe an hour and a half, and then we go to sleep, okay? So in a whole given day, some days I'm lucky I get to see my wife a little more. Some days I don't get to see her much at all, all right? Once a week, I get a day off with my wife. Now, all week long, we've been working, not spending time with each other, or rushing to get things done, and we've been cooking and eating food at home all week long. All the meals, okay? Once a week, I get an opportunity to essentially spend some special time with my wife and maybe go out and do something with her, like have a meal outside of the home. It's basically like a date time. You know what I'm saying? Like once.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny how Phil equates having money as to having special time. Like money is an absolute requirement for having special quality time with somebody. He must have money in order to enjoy quality time with somebody he says he loves. But that's what I'm saying. It's always about money though. You can have special quality time with somebody for free. You can spend time with them and for free. It doesn't cut them in. Don't tell me cat's charging them for fucking time. You want to spend time with me, you ugly pig, you got to fucking pay up. I'm not a cheap bride. I cost money if you want some quality time. What the fuck's that all about? No. In Phil's head, it just equates to spending money to having quality time. That's how he sees it. If you're not spending money, the time is not quality.
Once a week, I get to maybe go on like a little small date with my wife. Now, ideally, sadly, it's not what I want. I want us to have a whole day where we can just do fun stuff together and have a real date day. We don't. Since I only have one day off a week, I have to cram in everything I need to get done off stream in one day. That includes grocery shopping, any kind of appointments, whether they be doctor appointments, legal appointments, bank appointments, whatever it may be. All those appointments have to happen on this day. Buying supplies for Jasper, our pet. Buying other supplies and things for the home. If something breaks down this week, if we run out of something this week and we have to go somewhere to get it, we have to do that all on our day off.
Why the fuck can't Kat do any of this at all whenever she's out? Can she never think, I'm going to get some Jasper's cat stuff while I'm out and about coming back from our alleged job? Although most people still don't believe that Kat's working. I think personally Kat is working again. I think in between losing her last job, she is working again. That's my personal take on it. Some people do not believe that she's working again, but that's it's up to you to believe what you want. But I think Kat is working again, and according to DSP, she's working and going to her fucking work. So why the fuck cannot Cat help out in any way in terms of doing some of these errands when she is out and about? Doing something. As far as we understand it, going by Phil's narrative, Cat contributes absolutely nothing to the house. She doesn't contribute anything towards the bills, towards the maintenance, towards getting anything for the house. The only thing that Cat seems to do occasionally is, gift Phil a t-shirt so he can wear it on stream. That is literally, and obviously sometimes she makes dinner as well. Most times she'll make dinner. But that's it. That's essentially it. She doesn't seem to get anything important for the house that Phil has saved off. And also, even though Phil's also doing his best to splurge as much as possible on his day off, he just claims on it, he just admitted it there, it's not enough. He wants more. He's always wanting more. It's never going to be enough for him. He wants a whole day where he doesn't have to worry about errands and appointments, and he just wants a whole day where he and Kat can just spend as much money as they like and not have to think about the consequences of where the money comes from or where the next fucking day off money will come from. It's just like, this is what a bottomless pit, spending money, because money equals quality time together.
All in all day that I consider a day off from streaming, probably about 75% of that day is running around doing shit that really isn't fun. It's busy work. It's things you have to do when you're an adult, but preferably you'd like to do it not when you're trying to have time with your family, you see? But I have to, because that's the only time I get off. So 25% of one day a week, I actually get to do something nice with my wife. We would prefer to go have a meal outside of the home, or maybe order a meal in, rather than have to cook again and have another meal at home, which isn't special. It's the same as what we do every day, all week long. Okay? So
that's the thing though. It's like you've got the power within yourselves to maybe have alternative meals. If you're sick and tired of having the same thing, then get other things to make in the house. It's easy enough to vary up the meals, you can have like chicken and rice or whatever, or have like hamburgers or whatever shit, you know what I mean, or have like curry or do some shit like that, there's a lot of variety you can do in your own home for making meals. It doesn't have to be the same fucking shit, although Phil, being the way he is in my opinion, he is kind of on a spectrum of autism, so he has to have a set schedule. So it would not surprise me whatsoever if he has specific days where he must have a specific meal. Otherwise, he will just fucking flip his shit. Like Mondays specifically are reserved for chicken. If he doesn't have chicken on Mondays, he just fucking freaks out and loses a plot or something. I think he's on the spectrum in that regard, because there's attention to paying strict, adherence to a schedule where things must be done in a certain way. We're going by streams, streams must always start at the same time. Phil, can you deviate from your streams a wee bit so you can fucking work and have a better schedule for your home life? No, I must stick to this schedule because it's what my fans expect and all that shit as well, and if I deviate from that, it's going to really confuse my fans and it'll put me off as well and all that shit. I remember the time I had to wake up at 9 AM for a goddamn game conference. It fucking killed him almost. He was saying he nearly died doing that shit, and that's just waking up a couple of hours earlier than usual to work. So as I'm saying, he deviates from his schedule, he freaks out, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if it's impossible for him to even deviate his fucking meals during the week, because it's always got to be the same thing, otherwise he just fucking freaks the fuck out.
No. It's not just, you eat out every week, once a week you're spending money, you don't have money. It's our time together once a week. It's literally like the one thing we get to do special once a week. So now you're saying get rid of that too, okay? So here's what I have to say to you. Fuck you. You're a fucking stupid idiot. You're here to criticize when you don't understand anything, and what you're saying has no meaning. What you're trying to do is act like I'm some kind of an irresponsible, overspending idiot, and that's why I'm in the situation I'm in. You don't know, you don't live it. You're a scumbag for even asking the dumb question, really. And even if, I didn't mean it that way. You're a fucking intrusive jerk. Why would you even ask that question? Why are you implying that I don't know how to fucking handle myself in my life? It's not.
Well, that's where do you fucking start with that? First of all, you don't know how to handle your fucking finances because you're always asking your goddamn fans for fucking financial help every single fucking day of every single fucking week. You've had a fucking bankruptcy, you're so inept to your fucking finances that you had to get approved. And even then, it shouldn't have been approved. You got fucking lucky it got approved when you're so much bad at handling your finances that you got $150,000 of credit card debt wiped, and you're still struggling even after all that debt got wiped and you fucking got away with having to pay that. You're still suffering and struggling and living paycheck to paycheck because you're irresponsible financial spending. But that for a goddamn start. And the fact is, look, you're asking for your fans for money every single goddamn day. They're entitled to ask you, why can you not just do this to help alleviate part of that financial stress? And this is, I'm saying, this incredible defence mode lashing out at Phil here. The guy wasn't even toxic in asking the question. It was a very fair question. It was like, why should you, I mean, you'd save money if you just made food at home rather than going out once a week. The quality, that's what I'm saying, Phil equates quality time you eat to spending money. Apparently eating at home with Cat is not quality time because, I don't know, maybe the home's not quality enough for Phil. I have no idea why Phil cannot have a quality meal at home. It's incredible to me that in his head, this is how it works. And he's pretending the guy's a stupid kid or whatever, he doesn't know what he's talking about. The real world is calling, Phil. The real world is telling you that the life is not as simple as just giving you a lot of money to splurge on. It's like, it doesn't just work like that. Most people do not operate like this. Most normal, sensible people do not operate like you do, Phil. The fact that you think this is a norm, it really defies belief almost, man. It's incredible. And this is such an ill... It's just such an ill rant, such a toxic rant at the guy for asking a simple question.
It's not your fucking business to ask it on a streamer's stream and to derail the fucking stream after tell a story because you're an idiot, okay?
But you make it the business, or you bring up every time. You bring up the need for money. You bring up the need for contributions. You say things have been slow. You say you really need help for your day off, and then people ask about what you spend that money on a day off for, and you're pretending and they fucking brought it up out of nowhere. You are the one. You're a catalyst for this, Phil. You brought it up.
So go fuck yourself. I don't need your super chat. I don't need your dumb questions. You're gonna insult me on my fucking stream. I've already answered this question a million times in the past, by the way. But you gotta come and ask it again, right? So fuck off and don't ask stupid questions on my stream that are gonna piss me off, okay? Yes, I deserve once a week to spend 25% of one day doing something nice with my wife. I do deserve that.
Wow, 6 whole hours for one day, specifically with Cat. 6 whole entire hours of quality time with just Phil and Cat and nothing else to worry about. Keep in mind, this is Phil's one narrative here. So Phil says 25% of one day. Most people spend on average 7 to 8 hours sleeping, so there's 8 hours gone right there. That leaves you, what, 16 hours of the day. And then 6 of those hours go into him and Cat, so it's 25% of that. It's kind of funny, you know, it's like, so a third of the day, essentially almost, is them sleeping, and then a quarter of the day is them being together. And then you got small little nuggets of the rest of the day just doing whatever. I'm using Phil's own math here. I know he doesn't mean it that way. I know he meant the 75% is literally doing errands and sleep was not involved in the equation, but I'm using Phil's own stupid little semantics here to say that he's spending 6 hours with his wife by his own words, even though I know for damn sure he did not mean it that way. But this is what I'm saying. Phil gave us ammunition to use that way, so I'm just going to say Phil's saying 6 hours with his wife a day is not enough for him, especially if they're not spending money during those 6 hours.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually the end of the rant. I didn't realise that, but that was the end of the rant. Him just going so toxic on Unhinged the guy. Right, so yeah. Thank you very much, Trashman, for pointing out this very toxic Unhinged rant about why he feels need to spend money and how money equates to quality time. And as I'm saying, all this begging for help and assistance worked because he got quite a lot of contributions. He got $350 overall from the 2 streams combined on the 12th of July. So yeah, it worked out very well for him, and Phil will get to enjoy of spending all that money today. And it's just, I just love the defence mode. It wasn't even a toxic question. It was a very simple question of you'd save money. Wouldn't you save more money by eating at home rather than eating out? And it was a waste of $5 for a super chat, but it triggered such an incredibly toxic and salty rant about Phil trying to justify the need for it. He needs this, apparently. He and Cat both need this. If that fucking picture of Cat was acting, if that actually was Cat in the picture we've seen, you know, like a leaked picture before, I think the last thing Cat needs is another fucking meal. You start to lose a few fucking meals, I don't know. I don't know. But thank you very much, Trashman, once again for pointing out this very unhinged rant. And yeah, I just thought I'd share that for people as well. They enjoy. Yeah, it's something. But yeah, this has been King Jad. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.